When should I buy now as BTC spikes up 0.8% in price? A substantial increase of 0.8% in the price of Bitcoin has sparked discussion on whether this is the right time to invest. However, it is crucial to take into account a number of variables that could affect Bitcoin's performance. Following the Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) determination that the prior submissions were insufficient, recent news indicates that asset managers intend to resubmit their spot Bitcoin ETF applications. The timetable for well-known investor Tim Draper's projection of a $250,000 Bitcoin price has also been modified. Moreover, Bitcoin's third-quarter gains may be constrained by a difficult macroeconomic environment. When assessing the possibility of purchasing Bitcoin at this time, these aspects should be taken into account. Following SEC criticism, asset managers will resubmit their applications for Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC mandated that the exchanges either offer adequate information about the arrangement or clarify the specifics of the surveillance sharing agreement with a particular Bitcoin exchange. After making the required changes, asset managers can edit and resubmit their applications. Following the SEC's announcement, the cost of Bitcoin, BTC, momentarily fell below $30,000 and fell by more than 3%. It rapidly bounced back, though, and is now trading at about $30,600. CBOE aims to create a surveillance sharing agreement with Coinbase, a well-known cryptocurrency exchange, according to the updated filing. A surveillance sharing agreement between the sponsor of a Bitcoin trust and the market would be necessary, according to earlier pronouncements from the SEC, in a regulated market with a significant trading volume. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission has long pushed for government control of the spot Bitcoin markets, which are currently unregulated. The price of Bitcoin is rising as issuers work on resubmitting their applications for Bitcoin ETFs. The timeline for Tim Draper's prediction that Bitcoin will reach a price of $250,000 has been adjusted. A venture capitalist named Tim Draper has revised his forecast for when Bitcoin would reach a price of $250,000. Draper agrees that it might take a little longer than initially anticipated, but he still believes that the top cryptocurrency will finally reach the predicted price level. Draper had earlier predicted that by the end of 2022, the cost of Bitcoin would reach $250,000. On December 31, 2022, he did concede that his prediction was off by a bit, saying that it was off by a little bit. Draper is yet optimistic that Bitcoin will nonetheless reach the expected price level before the subsequent halving occurrence in 2024. In addition to forecasting prices, Draper has voiced worries about cryptocurrency regulation and criticized the Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) enforcement strategy. He expressed his displeasure with the SEC's emphasis on enforcement in a June 12 appearance with Fox Business, contending that it has caused anxiety among entrepreneurs and forced some of them to relocate overseas. He called the enforcement rule ridiculous. Investors have been encouraged by Draper's steadfast faith in Bitcoin's long-term potential despite these worries. This confidence has resulted in more people purchasing goods and an increase in market prices. Bitcoin's Q3 gains may be limited by difficult macroeconomic conditions. Bitcoin appears to be well positioned for the upcoming quarter, with large organizations expressing trust in the future of cryptocurrencies and even in its American regulators. The cryptocurrency market functions within a larger macroeconomic environment, which continues to encounter issues, therefore it is vital to proceed with prudence. With an average growth of just 4.67% since 2014 and only 4 out of 9 third quarters seeing positive growth, historically, the third quarter has been the worst for Bitcoin. Before the recent rise in applications for US spot Bitcoin ETFs brought newfound optimism to the cryptocurrency industry, the second quarter was dismal for traders. Between the end of the financial crisis in May and the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF registration on June 15, regulatory pressures had a substantial negative impact on market sentiment, which caused Bitcoin to drift sideways. A similar period of calm may follow as macro and industry factors continue to interact over the following 3 months. Christopher Ferraro, President and Chief Investment Officer of Galaxy Digital, claims that despite temporarily stopping interest rate hikes, the Federal Reserve is still wary about the direction of headline inflation numbers. This is because the Fed has not fully committed to a long-term rate freeze or reduction. Price prediction for Bitcoin. According to the technical analysis, Bitcoin's current state has not changed much, even though it is currently facing a significant barrier at the $31,000 level. A successful breakthrough at this point might also open up the $32,500 and $34,000 targets. The 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level at $28,700 or possibly the 50% retracement level at $28,000 might be reached by Bitcoin if the important support level of $30,000 is not maintained. In addition, if Bitcoin's price drops, the 50-day exponential moving average close to the $28,000 mark may act as a substantial barrier.